On Saturday, not only did I capture a picture of an actual angel beyond the veil, but the demon they were fighting. I also captured the person who the demon was attacking and the angel was protecting. But for now, out of respect for them, let's just focus on the angel and the demon. Before I can show you the angel, I need to explain to you a few things. If you've been following me, then you know over the past year and a half, I have been explaining that as there are multiple heavenly realms, and you exist in all 7 of the primary. Beyond the 7 primary realms, there are multiple realms above, 33. In these realms where you exist, we have petals around our eyes. And as each of these 7 primary realms have their own color that correlate with it, it's color-coded, yo. The petals on our eyes are that color as well. So in a glance, I can see what realm somebody is living in, existing in that moment. Because out of these 7 heavenly realms, you can bounce in and out of certain realms multiple times in your day. And for a lot of people, many of them exist in the lowest realm most of their day, if not their weeks, their months, and their years. Each of these realms are as follows: is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo. And then above, it's beautiful. You'll have things like gold and turquoise, silver, pure white. But those are the ones above the 7 primary heavenly realms, the ones that humans exist in throughout their day. The 7 spirits of you. Because remember, he said, let us make man in our image. He wasn't talking to anybody, but much like I do all day long, I get it from my Father, he was talking to himselves, the 7 spirits of Yah. Revelation clearly explains this to us. The 7 lampstands, the 7 candlesticks are the 7 spirits of Yah. And in the beginning, he created what? The heavens and the earth, plural. The very tippy top of these 7, it is the brightest, it is the most beautiful. The light is blinding. And of course it is, because it is the closest to the ether, the ruach, the breath of Yah. And the breath of Yah, our Father, is the light. The lower you go down in the 7, the less and less the light is. Until you get to the bottom, the red realm. Yeah, I hear it, red realm. In this realm, there is no light. And their faces all wax pale. It's where your demons hide. It's where your demons hide. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. If you are new to the page. Hi, I'm Auntie and I'm a seer. And on October 8th of 2024, my Father took me hand in hand beyond the veil to show me all of the truths and give me all of the proofs of all of the heavenly realms. And since going beyond the veil, I haven't looked back since. I'm not 100% certain that there's ever any way that I could. The veil does not exist around me. And for the past year and a half, my Father has taken me through the most incredible journey to learn, to be shown, to see, to fight, to battle, to win. Ultimately to understand fully the truths of the heavenly realms. So now I can teach it to you. Over the past year and a half, as I've been shown things, one of the truths that I could see clearly is exactly that. We have petals around our eyes. And in one realm, we have sunglasses. Clearly, that would be the highest realm because that, like I said, the light is the brightest. But above the 7, there are higher heavenly realms. The angel that I captured on film the other night exists in one of those. The gold and turquoise realm, one of my favorites. I believe it might be the 13th. I'll have to go back in my notes and check it out. There is another truth beyond the veil that you need to understand. On angels in the heavens, there's one thing they all have in common. Although they might vary in what they look like, they all have buckles around their heads. He is my shield and buckler. But there's something else that I can always count on seeing on an angel and never seeing on a demonic entity. And that is the dove on their temple. If you know, then you know. Because just like Yeshua HaMashiach, the dove on their temple is the Holy Spirit. And it descended upon him after he was baptized. The heavens opened, and all of the witnesses saw a dove descend from the heavens in physical form, landing on his temple, in which place it remained, a dove in physical form. So when I'm seeing an entity, an angel, whatever, beyond the veil, I always know if there's no dove, there's no Holy Spirit. And when you have the dove, there's no hiding it. But really, who would want to? But without further ado, I do bring you the angel I captured Saturday in full physical contact, pulling back a demon off of somebody who was, well, in the demon's sights. Although I've been able to share the things that I see through conduits like smoke, mirrors, clouds, water, this is one of the most beautiful proofs and truths of an angel that I captured clearly and purely on film. Wait, there is one other thing you need to know. The buckle. We have buckles on our noses in the spirit realm. Buckles around our head with a word on it, their name, and buckles around your nose. It's as plain as the nose on your face. Yeah, it is. Ooh, that's just one more of the sayings that, as I've been shown the truths beyond the veil, oh, I hear it and I see what Satan did. Put the truth right under our nose, yo, because it truly is as plain as the nose on your face. I can look at somebody and see what realm they're existing in that moment simply by the buckle that is around their nose, because it varies with each of the realms. And if a demon is lying or an angel is telling the truth, their tongue will be hanging out in the realm. Okay, now without further ado, I bring you the beautiful angel protecting somebody I love very much from a nasty demon trying to attack. Some might see her instantly. A little hint, a little tip before I show you. One of her eyes petal is gold and the other is turquoise. The buckle on her nose is around her tip and her face is white. And so is her arm. I'll show you that here in a second. Let me get out of the way. For those of you who can see her instantly, maybe you can see the demon she's got in a headlock. And I'm not joking about that. You'll see. His tongue is sticking out and his nose is longer. His garments, well, they are not white. They are dark. Once you spot the beautiful angel, take a look on her temple. You might even spot the dove. Here's a little closer up of her and the demon beneath her chin, her arm around him, and his tongue sticking out because she's got him in a choke hold. Okay, I'll show you. So here is her chin, her lip, bottom lip, top lip. Here's her nose with the buckle around it. And here is her eye. You can see it beautifully. Her gold petal. And her other eye has a heart. I've explained multiple times the heart, eye, tongue realm. She's got a heart on her other eye, and she is existing in the gold turquoise realm. You can see her petal around her other eye is turquoise. Let me get out of the way. But I guess since I'm down here, let me now the demon's not going to be as easy to spot, and that's probably a good thing. But anyways, here is his eye. Here. His tongue that is sticking out of his mouth. Here's his mouth and his tongue. And here is his longer nose and his forehead. There you go. Now, if you notice here, finger, 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 and this white thing here is her arm coming around. And she literally has him in a chokehold. Is she not the most beautiful thing? There is and speaking of not the most beautiful thing, here's a close-up of the demon, so you can see it a little closer. Here's his eye, his nose, and that tongue sticking out, and his mouth. And here is the beautiful angel herself. If you haven't spotted it yet, I want to show you the dove right here. Here is its beak. Here is its eye. And in the heavenly realms, the doves all have white, beautiful circles around their eyeballs. Here's her other eye. You can't see it as close, but here is her head. The dove. Those having trouble seeing it, I did an amazing job. My fartsy outlining it for you. Here's the dove. And the petal around the eye is beautiful. You can see it pretty easily. Here's the slit between the two beaks. The Holy Spirit, the dove. There's also something adorable, and this is the first time I've ever gotten a picture of it. Her feet. Right here in her pretty little white shoes. Dangling straight down as angels' feet tend to do. Right there and there. So cute. Here is her head. Here is her wing, her hand fighting the demon, and her body, and then her cute little feet dangling down. Here's her other arm / wing. You notice it's also turquoise and gold and white because that is the realm she's existing in. A deep contrast to the dark, murky of the demon's body and face. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you actual footage of an angel beyond the veil with the petals around her eyes, the 2 different colors, the buckle around her nose, and her beautiful Holy Spirit, the dove, in physical form upon her temple, just like Yeshua HaMashiach, anyone who has the Holy Spirit residing within them. Because beyond the veil, when I see someone who does, this is exactly what I see. Petals around the eyes are one of my favorites, but it makes it easy for me to know what realm somebody is existing in. Even people, even though you're in the flesh beyond the veil, I see you beyond the veil. And the truth really is written all over your face. This is one of the most beautiful, clear, and vivid proofs and truths of one of our Father's angels beyond the veil. Full-blown protection mode and physical attack, trying to keep that demon off of that beautiful girl. I've lightened it up so you can see her a little bit more clearly. And I'll share a few of them for those who might be having trouble seeing this beautiful girl. Isn't our Father amazing? Stunning.